It's Honeysuckle and Rachel Blackmore racing's golden duo.
Tiger Roll joins the greats and beats Magic of Life.
Best behaviour on the near side with the wettest of saves for Barry Brown and Oliver McKiernan. Local trainer Derek comes in again and beyond his test. Lord Lyon wins it from...
It's Samco on the stand side before he had the second round. He lands in the lead by half a length and goes on from Samco.
Hello and welcome to the latest episode of We're Going Chasing. Today's podcast is the Mayor's Chase, a short, snappy preview of one of the final races of the week. A race where Willie Mullins has a very strong hand once again. He's got the favourite here, Allegoire De Vassy. We'll start with him, Killian, and we'll get straight into it, or even, because it is indeed a Mayor's race. Allegoire De Vassy, Killian. What are you thinking?
I just say it's probably, is it the worst race of the week? Like, it's a grade 2 for Mayors. The top two are novices that should be running in the Turners. It's a real fucking kick. Like, you know, for a grade 2, would you not take your chance getting 7 in a grade 1 if you're that good? Now, they could do the Colrevia route, win this and go win the grade 1 in Punchestown. But, you know, win 2 grade 1s, you know? By just doing this. Allegoire De Vassy, she's very good. She's like her two chase runs, they were non-events really. She completely hosed up, unbeaten for Willie like that. The win she had in Fairy House last January was unbelievable, like against Brandy Love. Like she has some engine on her. Like she's only a 6-year-old, so like there's going to be plenty of racing for her in years to come, please God, given like Rich Ritchie generally does run the Mayors. Like it's not just win a bit of black type and retire them. Like he does race his Mayors. Like she's won a pair of grade 2s. They were non-events, no one really took her on. She just let off really. So like it's hard to know, but she's racing post rates of 153 and 157, which are both higher than, or they're both, well, one is higher than Impervious's last run, and the other one is one pound below. So she's clear on those. So she's probably the right favourite.
Okay, yeah. So she can't help what she's faced either at the same time.
No.
Did you mention my internet just cut out there very briefly? Were you giving out about her jumping yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet, yeah. And would that worry you?
Probably would. Like she does go right. It's not ideal in Cheltenham. Right. So
yeah, because like there was I ask you because I disagree. I think her jumping is just fine. She jumped out to her right the last 2 days, but it was only very marginally. I didn't think it was a big deal whatsoever. I know you're shaking your head. I didn't think it was at all. I thought it was only marginally. Now the only worry I'd have maybe is that going to be exasperated when she's going the other way. But in terms of what we've seen so far, I think if you go back and you look at it forensically, fence by fence, she doesn't jump right that much.
I thought she was alarmingly right at a number of fences across the 2 days, and as you said, it will be exasperated going left-handed. Whether that's enough to stop her, I don't know.
It's probably not.
She is probably very good. Now I really like Impervious. I said it when she beat Dino Blue in Cork in the grade 2 over 2 miles that I'd train her as an Arkle horse, but look, she's obviously went to Punchestown up in Trip and beat Journey with me, giving him £1. So she was 8 pounds wrong there. He's a very good horse. And look, she's like Minella Crooner was thumped that day, Hattor, another ordinary horse thumped. But like the two of them pulled well clear, and yeah, she was very good that day. I think she jumps better than Allegoire De Vassy. She's very quick through the air. She's straight. Crucially, and like the track should be no problem to her. She's ran on the ran on the new course before over hurdles last year in the Mayor's Novice. She was seventh that day. She did pull very hard, which would be a slight concern, but yeah, I think she's a very, very good mare, and obviously JP has her now. So yeah, he's targeting this race with her,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And just looking a bit further down, and possibly it could be a little black mark there beside Allegoire De Vassy's name is you've got Magic Daze running. Now she likes to be forward, she'll be up on the pace or making the pace. And Allegoire De Vassy in her two runs, she's had her own way out in front, which isn't going to be the case here today. Magic Daze won last time out as well. Would you, looking aside from Magic Daze's chances herself for the time being, would that be another little worry that you'd have for Allegoire De Vassy, or do you think she'll be okay?
I don't think Allegoire De Vassy wants to make it.
Okay.
I just think she had to, because the races were so weak. Like when she beat Brandy Love, she was held up. She was back to field. I don't think she necessarily wants to make it. Like there's going to be plenty of pace on. There's no need for it. Like you've Magic Daze and the Skeleton Horse, Galia Des Lateau. She was very good the last day in Warwick. She beat the Goffer, 31 lengths back in third. The Goffer came out and won a grade A handicap in Leopardstown. After that, down in trip a couple of furlongs. Like she's
going to go here.
She's between that and the RSA, I think. Like I don't know. She ran here. She'd have a right chance, I'd say. Maybe she's just not as quick as the other two horses, but I think did he say that she's going to go to the RSA? I think he did actually. I think he said she's going to the RSA and she's his best chance of the week, actually.
Okay. So there's one.
Scratch that.
There's one.
Pace. Yeah, the Magic Daze will be on the front end, and sure, you're just going to have to let her off, like, because if you bother her, she'll just go faster, and you'll cut each other's throats up there.
Yeah,
like her stepping up and trip, I shouldn't be a problem really. Like she's never ran over 2.5 miles over fences, but she did her first day up over hurdles. She was well beaten behind Garda Manil. I suppose the one thing is she was beaten over 2 miles and 2.5 furlongs in Clonmel on seasonal reappearance. She did go very free that day. But I think she's a good chance as well. 10-1, I wouldn't put anyone off backing her at that price.
Okay, yeah. And then Killian, just looking at one a bit further down the market, and her form this year, or certainly last time out, was very poor. She was beaten 37 lengths by Zambella. But on her best form, I think she maps in this race, or she gets very close to it. Riviere de Tel, at the start of the year, she was only beaten a length by Captain Guinness. Some very good form, a mixed form at the same time too, but good form there. Only half a length behind Blue Lord at the Dublin Racing Festival last year. Again, beaten a length and a half by Fernie Hollow at Christmas last year as well. Now, she's been a bit mixed since then, in and out a bit. Didn't run well at Cheltenham, but like she's rated 150. Peak RPR of 152, which was this year as well. Now, hasn't been seen since an awful run in November, but that can't be her true running as far as I'm concerned. And I'd just be keeping an eye out. There are going to be loads of preview nights now in the next week or two. There'll be plenty of people there talking from Gordon's in terms of Jamie Codd or Gordon himself. They're quite regular on a lot of these preview nights. And it's one I'll be keeping an eye out on, because at 20-1, I could certainly see her placing if she's at her best.
Yeah, it wouldn't be for me now. Not after the last run. Like I'd find it hard to take a chance in her. And now she does run well fresh. Like she won her beginner's chase off a 207-day break. Won a maiden hurdle, beaten Coventry by 12 lengths, who was a decent horse. Off a 113-day break, and then, as you said, her best run was second to Captain Guinness off 210 days break. So that's fair enough. She does go well fresh. But I don't know what was wrong with her. So Like, what was the excuse in Carlisle? So, but like, I will say this now: her 3 best runs have been where the race conditions suited her. Like, she got about £100 off Fernie Hollow at Christmas last year and couldn't beat him. She got 9 off Blue Lord at the Dublin Racing Festival last year when she should only have got 7. Just the conditions,
what is it?
the race
it's
there.
It's £2 at the end of the day, and she's only been beaten a length, less than a length.
Half a length, but it's another £2, you know. And then she got 10 off Captain Guinness. She got 10 off Captain Guinness in Navan, so the conditions.
And it's another £3 too. I don't see that as a big deal.
Well, the race conditions suited her, and she still couldn't win it. Like,
yeah, because she's not as good as Captain Guinness. She's not as good as a Blue Lord, but you won't have to be as good as a Blue Lord to be mapping here. It's a very weak race. You've novice chasers there at the top of the market. One of them very inexperienced, jumping, could be put under pressure. And I do like her, but at 20-1, I think that just wait for the vibes, keep a good eye out, and if the vibes are good, she's a very good price.
Yeah, they can vibe all they want. She won't beat any of the top 2. Not a chance. Like, if Impervious or Allegoire De Vassy got £10 off Captain Guinness, I'd be pretty sure both of them would beat Captain Guinness. I think if Allegoire De Vassy got fucking £9 off Blue Lord, she'd beat Blue Lord. Like, it's a lot of weight, and they're very good mares.
I don't know. I don't know if she would. But she'd be getting 7 anyway, Killian.
But it's
going on saying it's a lot of weight. They're getting 7 anyway, so she's only getting an extra 2.
It's more weight, like, less weight to carry. Like, it does make a difference. Like,
it's £2 at the end of the day. It's 2 lengths, so you could say she was beaten 2.5 lengths there by Captain Guinness or whoever it was. You know, and I think she'll be there or thereabouts. You know, on her best form, and as you said, she goes well fresh. But look, it's a game of opinions, and that favourite will be very hard bet.
Good luck.
She'll be ahead of Impervious anyway. As far as I'm concerned, Allegoire De Vassy will. Oh, Allegoire De Vassy will.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Well, probably. Yeah.
But yeah, look, I think we're ready to wrap this one up. I think the favourite wins, and I think 20-1 is a great each way play. And I'm not even going to put in the caveat of wait to see what we hear from Gordon's. I'm just going to put my neck on the line and hope for the best on this one and say that she'll place.
I'm going to say Impervious wins.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, very good. One final thing, we mentioned it briefly at the end of yesterday's podcast. Next Monday, we're releasing a special podcast titled the Cheltenham Festival Race Score. Myself and Killian will go every year. Absolutely love it. You know, wouldn't miss it for the world. You know, we've some good stories. We've some good places that we go that we've enjoyed. You know, just anything at all. Just a general chat about the experience more so than the horses. Because what an experience it is. So we want you to get involved as well. If you've got any great stories, you know, from previous times there, if it's your first time going, get in touch. Just let us know. Let us know anything at all. Where you usually go to nights out. The 21 Club, I know, is a very popular spot, particularly among Irish people heading over there. And we've unfortunate news on that the 21 Club is actually closed down. So we'll have some other bit local news for you as well, I suppose.
Pop
when
World
the time comes around on Monday.
Pop World hard. Yes.
You reckon?
Yeah.
What about the Queen's Hotel?
The Queen's Hotel and then Pop World. When they stop playing Sean South, and they play Sean South for the 5th time, it's time to go to Pop World.
Right. Okay, lads. On that, we'll leave you go, and we'll see you tomorrow for another preview. All the best.
Ciao.
Vauban finds more now and kicks away and up the hill. Vauban wins the JCB Triumph Hurdle.
Round the home turn, Davy Russell decides to send presenting Percy on now. It's a beautiful straight, 11 victories for Honeysuckle. She is the winner of the Unibet Champion Hurdle.
Heaven help us, runs riot to win the Coral Cup.
Manila Indo is all out, flat out, but he wins the Gold Cup.